Hi there. If you've clicked on this video, you probably sometimes have to deal with a bitter projector who can be quite negative, have some cruel, some very final talk, some moping in a corner. You'd have difficulty talking with them. They can get really stubborn, and this can go on for hours, days, and maybe even months, because I've seen that up close as well. So my name is May. Welcome to my channel. I help people tune in with their intuition, discover their unique gifts, and navigate their relationships to live a blissful life using human design and gene keys and the law of attraction. So what are the symptoms of a bitter projector? So I'm personally married to a projector, so I know what it is like, but I'm also surrounded by many projectors in my life, amongst friends and cousins. And when you are dealing with a bitter projector, most of them don't even recognize that they are bitter. So this bitterness can be translated as moping in a corner. They are stubborn, they don't want to talk with you, they feel hurt, and so they close off all conversation, and they are in their little bubble. But what also happens is, you know, that the aura of a projector is laser focused. So when they go into a conversation, they will go super deep in a certain aspect, and it will go to a point of being uncomfortable until you recognize that they are right, or until they have proven a certain point. And so this can be extremely uncomfortable, and they do this because they want to be right about something, or they want to prove a point. The reason for a projector to be angry most of the time is because they don't feel seen, they don't feel understood, they don't feel heard. They don't feel like they were validated or appreciated for what they do or for what they say. And so they don't feel respected. And to know how to deal with that, you need to understand their strategy and their aura. So a projector needs to be invited in life. This means that throughout life, they often didn't receive the validation that they need. So projector children are very sensitive, and they need to receive a lot of support, a lot of validation, and an invitation to speak. Because what often happens when they speak without being invited, or when they share certain thoughts without being invited, it is not taken the way they want it to be taken. And so they feel like you take away their power, or they feel like they failed at something. And so when you understand this, you know what you have to give them so that they can feel better, to make them feel empowered and successful. So here's one trick. It is to invite them to say what you could do to that is within your boundaries, that could help this relationship to go better. It is to invite them to express themselves. It is to invite them to express their feelings and to validate it, to really pay attention, to really make them understand and see that you heard them and that you are processing the information. Don't pretend like, yeah, I heard you, or dismiss it because that's the worst thing that you could do. Because that would make them close off completely, and that would have repercussions on the relationship. It is important to show them how important they are, to show them how much they are validated, how much they are appreciated, and what you like about them in general. So a side note as well, I have a projector as partner. I'm a manifestor myself, and in human design, they say that the manifestor and projector relationship is very challenging. I personally don't find that there's a lot of issues with my husband. We flow very easily, but that's because we communicate really, really well. But I do know of manifestor and projector couples where it is a little bit more challenging. And most of the time it is because the manifestor is someone who is really inspired, lives a very inspired life, and wants to take action and initiate all the time. And so the projector will get angry or frustrated and bitter when they don't feel like you take them into consideration. So if you're a manifestor, it's really important to make them feel, to tell them about your plans, to inform them about your plans, and to make them feel appreciated and understood, and that you are taking what they find important into account. When you do all of this, the projector will feel seen, will feel understood, empowered, and successful, which is what they want to feel when they are aligned, which is what they should feel when they are aligned. So I hope that you found these tips helpful. And if you needed help to navigate these type of relationships, always reach out to me. You can book a free 30-minute call in the link down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.